Hello everyone, this is SuperTal3 here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making another Python for Beginners video. This is going to be episode 6 in the Python for Beginners series, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. These are more variable types within Python that you're going to be using on a day-to-day basis in a lot of your more advanced programs. So we're going to take a look at these, how to use them, and pretty much what they're about. First thing you'll want to do is go ahead, open up your text editor, and navigate to your desired directory, create a file containing the code that we're going to be using today. I'm using Visual Studio Code as always because that's my favorite code editor at the moment. And I'll go to episode 6 list. Now, unfortunately, I just gave you a sneak peek on everything we're going to be doing. So yeah, don't look too long. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with today's video. The first thing that we're going to do is just go ahead and kind of outline our code before we actually do it with print statements. So we're just going to separate it off into sections, and then pseudocode, and then we'll go back and actually code it. So go ahead and do print. We'll do print running list, and I'm just going to copy this. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 because we have 4 data types. And then we'll just change this to tuples, well, tuple, and then set, and then dictionary. There we go. So we have all that separated. Now, really quick, I'm going to go ahead and put some comments in here. So we're going to say a list is an ordered sequence of objects that can be modified. Then down here we have a tuple is an ordered sequence of objects that cannot be modified. And then a set is a sequence of objects that does not allow duplicates. And then we have dictionary, where we'll say a dictionary is a dictionary. Haha. So anyway, we'll go ahead and explain all these in more detail in just a second. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and just make a list. So we'll make a list called myList, and we'll set that equal to the following values, which we will enclose in square brackets. That's the syntax for creating a list in Python. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're making this list a list of integers. So you can do strings as well. So you could do like, you could do hey as like the last property of list. But we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to make it numbers to make it a little easier to combine with our other stuff that we're doing. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to print the output of our list really quick. So we'll just do print my list right there. If we run this by doing Python episode 6 list.py, we can run it, and as you can see right there, it runs my list 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now a cool thing about this is we can also print the list at the third place, so the third value in the list row, which would be 4, because as most programmers will know, if you're new to programming you might not know this, so I'll go ahead and tell you, computers count things starting at 0, so they use, I don't know, I guess it's not called a base 0 number system, but it starts at 0. So this would be the 0th position, the 1st position, 2nd position, and 3rd position. So just keep that in mind when you are programming. If you have a specific value you want to select from something, make sure you're doing it in the proper order so that everything gets done and you select the right thing. After programming for so long, it's actually become a habit for me to start counting things from 0. it just makes sense to me now for some reason, and I guess maybe that's just because I've gotten used to having to do that with programming. But anyway, so you can select certain values out of that. We're going to go ahead now and we'll augment this list. So we'll add something to it, and we'll just say my list is equal to my list. So my list is my list, but then we're also going to modify what my list is equal to, saying plus 6. So now my list, which is defined right here, is going to be equal to my list plus this value, which is value 6. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so if you want to, you could do this, print my list, and you could say print my new list. And you could do right there, and you can say there's original list and then my new list. So anyway, now we're going to go ahead and jump into the tuple, and we're going to say my tuple is equal to, and we'll use parentheses for this one, and we'll just say 7, 8, 9, and we'll do 10, 11. There we go. I'm trying to keep it kind of uniform, so we have 5 in each base, and then if we add something to it, then there is that. But anyway, so now we have this. The tuple is an ordered sequence of objects that cannot be modified, which means that they're going to be ordered 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but you can't just add an option to them like you can with the list. So we'll go ahead and print my tuple, and we'll go ahead and run this to make sure that it works properly. And there we go. So it says 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now if we try to add something to it, that's where we run into problems. I'm going to test this for you so that you know, and you don't just have to listen to me say that it's this way. You'll actually be able to see it for yourself. So we'll do my tuple is equal to my tuple plus 12. We run it, boom, error. Can only concatenate tuple, not int to tuple, and this is a single value, so you can't add single values to it. But if you were to say my tuple 2 is equal to 12, and then you do a comma, so it acts like there's more values and sets it up as a tuple, then you can say my tuple equal to my tuple plus my tuple 2. And then right there, yes, you see, so you can kind of concatenate this, but not really, not the same way as you can with the list. You have to create a whole new tuple and everything like that. So tuples are generally used whenever you want a fixed sequence of values and you don't want extra values in there. You just want the base couple of them. You don't want it to be able to be modified by the end user or by yourself in your program later on. So we're going to go ahead now and we're going to create a set, which is pretty simple. We'll just say my set is equal to, and where you're going to use curly braces for this, curly brackets, curly braces, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to say this is equal to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got the correct number of values. You don't have to do 5. I'm just doing 5 to keep it uniform. So we have this, and we can do print my set. Now when we run this, we have running list, and you have my new list running the tuple, running the set, and so it prints the set out. But what if we were to add a couple more values of 15 and 16 and 16 and 16 like that? What would it do? So go ahead and we print this and we run this program, and it takes our set and drops all the extra 15s and the extra 16s and just comes up with 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So it does not allow duplicates, as you can see right here. For efficiency, we'll go ahead and remove that, and we'll move on to a dictionary. Now, as you notice, my explanation for a dictionary is a little bit simpler than maybe maybe is good. I said a dictionary is a dictionary. And if you think about it, what a normal dictionary does is it gives you a term, say, let's think of a good term. We could say code. That's our term in the dictionary. And then it gives us a definition of what that term is. So dictionary is kind of like that, where we'll just go ahead and create it. it's the best way to show you. So we'll have my dictionary is equal to, and we use curly braces again, but we're gonna kind of define it differently. So we use quotation marks because we're going to be using strings in this, and we'll say the term job title, and then we do a colon, and then we'll say for my dictionary, the definition of the term job title is going to be SOC analyst. So this would be great for storing information about an individual, for example. So we have job title SOC analyst, and then we do name, and we'll set that equal to supertal 3. And we have smartness level, and we'll just set that to 10, so it's an integer, so we don't have to do anything else, and we'll just leave it at that. I'm not claiming to be the smartest person in the world by any means. Just a quick disclaimer there. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm just goofing for this program. So anyway, you can set it to whatever you want. Any of these values you can change if you want to. This is just what I'm using for fun right now to illustrate the point to you. So we can do print my dictionary. There we go. So now if we run this, it'll print the whole dictionary for sure. Right there, job, title, SOC analyst, name, supertal 3, and smartness level is 10. But the cool thing about a dictionary, and it's kind of like list, tuple, and set in this regard, is that you can go ahead and you can say, I want the value of job title. We put quotation marks there. I want whatever is listed under job title in this dictionary. Right here it'll say SOC analyst. And you could change this and you could say smartness level. So like if you want to get an entity's smartness level, and all their attributes were listed in the dictionary, that's what that would be great for right there. So right there you see it says the smartness level is 10, and ideally you would have like something like you would do my dictionary, and you would do name, and you do plus smartness level is plus the smartness level, and then we'd run this. Ooh, string, not int, string. What's wrong with that? What am I doing? So you have the name plus that plus my dictionary. So I guess you'd have to do let's fix this real quick, because this does return int value. So yeah, you want to just wrap that in a string parameter to define it as a string. There we go. So supertal 3 smartness level is 10. So that's how you could use that. Really useful. All these data types are really useful in programming. You'll find in more advanced scenarios that you're going to be needing to use these data types, which is why I taught you about them today. So that gives you the capability to use these in your more advanced programs. That's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on the all notifications bell icon option so that you're notified for all my future videos, not just the ones YouTube thinks you might like to watch, or none at all. Preferably hit the notification bell and select all notifications for this channel. Hit me up in the comment section below if you have any questions about this video, or any suggestions that you would like me to do for future videos, or just want to say, hey, this was a cool video, I liked your video, or something like that. All those comments, they really help me keep going and give me motivation to continue this YouTube channel, because my main purpose for this is to help you guys out with the problems that you might be facing and help you learn new things. And seeing you guys being there and saying, yes, this is helping me, or thank you for doing this, really helps me to know that I'm doing the right thing with this channel. So anyways, please hit me up there. Thank you for watching this video. This is supertal 3 signing out.